Can the 7th builder come to Clash of Clans? We're going to be analyzing that today and everything you guys have been discussing in the past few days. What's going on, guys? It's BD Legend. Welcome back, and today we're going to be discussing about this 7th builder theory that a lot of people have been talking about, and honestly a lot of you were bugging me about as well. So you guys have been telling me in the comments that there's this brand new hint that Supercell gave us about the 7th builder and things like that. And look, I was kind of lazy, right? I didn't look into it because I had been doing so much work for YouTube already. I just needed to take a few days of a break, but I've finally gotten to it, and today I'm going to make a video about it, about the theory itself, or the hint, or whatever you want to call it, as well as what I think would personally happen in Clash of Clans, and whether or not these things are feasible, if they're good ideas, and whether or not we should have them in the game. Now, before I continue, I do need to get something out of the way. A lot of people will be saying, hey, you said this would come to the game, or this wouldn't come to the game, and yo, this thing is coming for sure after I watch your video. Listen, I'm not part of Supercell. I'm not an employee of Supercell. I don't work for Supercell. I don't know anybody in Supercell. So Supercell has not condoned this message or this video at all. They haven't given me any ideas. I don't have any leaks or any confirmed information. None of that. This is just theory based on things that I've seen in the game and things that I've heard from people. So it's pretty interesting, and we're going to talk about that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing that we want to analyze here is the picture or the hint itself, right? So recently Supercell has uploaded a video about the Lunar New Year, as well as other things that have come out recently in Clash of Clans. And in this video, if you go forward to about 33 seconds, you'll see something like this screenshot right here. Now, this is a very interesting screenshot. At first, it looks pretty ordinary. There are two builder huts, and then there are a bunch of decorations around. So this looks pretty ordinary, but if you take a closer look, you'll see that both of those builder huts are master builder huts. Now, in Clash of Clans, we only have access to one builder hut, so it doesn't make sense that we have two in this image. And people are saying that because of this image, we're going to get a 7th builder and this and that, and a bunch of other theories that people are having, and I'm going to discuss them real quickly. But yes, what do I think about this? Well, this is kind of interesting because usually we don't see things that are not in the game in these Supercell videos. So it is kind of interesting that we have two master builders. Of course, you know, with the dev edition and with Supercell just being Supercell themselves, they can do whatever they want to do. And this is by no means a confirmation, but it is kind of an interesting detail that we have in this video. Now, let's go ahead and talk about whether or not this actually would make sense as an update, right? So if Supercell would release this, who would this affect? Why would it be useful, or why would it be not useful? And the first thing to think about is whether or not the 7th builder is needed. Now, if you're a non-maxed player, which I think is most of the community, they're non-maxed players, if you think about it, obviously they're going to need another builder, right? It's going to make them catch up a lot faster. And from recent activities by Supercell and updates, it seems like they want players to catch up. And what I'm talking about is the recent updates that they've had that are reducing a lot of the times at lower town hall levels and making it a lot easier for us to catch up to the higher town hall levels. It seems that Supercell wants us to get into that competitive play if we want to get to competitive play, or at least get to the point where we're using more features of the game. This also makes it a lot easier not to burn out. So would a 7th builder help if Supercell does have this agenda? Yes, it would, right? It would reduce a lot of the building times and the progression times that are needed. You would still have to farm like crazy, but that's a different discussion completely. This does help, right, if we did have a 7th builder. But there's a completely other population that we have to consider when we're talking about this, right? And that's the population of maxed players. Now, whether you like it or not, or whether you want to admit it, there are a fair amount of max players in the game. All of the people in Legends League are fair, like almost maxed, or at least Town Hall 14, because they wouldn't be lasting in Legends League. And I can tell you personally, there's over at least 350,000 of those players. So there are plenty of players who are at the highest level of the game. And what does a max builder do for them? It does squat. It doesn't do anything for them because they don't have another use for a builder, right? So an extra builder really doesn't do them any good. So is this an update that we can actually see? I'm not really sure. It only helps out the players who are still developing, and Supercell has already helped them out quite a few times in the recent updates, so I'm not really expecting something like this to come to the game. Of course, I don't know for sure, but that's just my personal opinion. But let's go ahead and keep talking about things that people are discussing around this 7th builder coming to the game. And a lot of people are saying that there's going to be a new village because of it. And this kind of makes sense if you believe that there's going to be a 7th builder or a second master builder, because currently the only method we have for getting the master builder is, of course, doing a bunch of tasks and then unlocking the master builder. Now, if we're going to get another master builder, maybe the dude has a brother or whatever and he lives in a different village and we have to complete tasks over there, and that would be another way that we could get this. But Supercell hasn't said anything about this, so I think it's a little bit of grasping straws if we're trying to say that, you know, this brand new builder is going to be a brand new village. It's possible. We're expecting a game-changing update. Maybe we are going to get another village or another game mode. but I don't know if that's going to be tied to another builder as well, so I'm not sure. I can't really say that. I'm personally not very confident about it, but I know I'm not trying to shoot all of you down. So I mean, I would love for that to happen, but right now I can't really confirm that, and I don't really think it's a reliable piece of information to follow. The other thing that we want to consider with the master builder is how hard it is to get that guy. That man will make you grind for 3 to 4 months, and there's no way to make that process faster just to get the master builder. And that's, I mean, the auto grind is so terrible. There's so much you got to do for builder base. I personally don't want to have to go through it again. I'm pretty sure that anybody who's done the auto grind doesn't want to have to go through that again for a 7th builder. If they come out with a 7th builder and I have to do tasks like I did for auto, they can keep the 7th builder. I don't even want it anymore. That's how bad the auto tasks are. So I'm pretty sure that none of you guys want to have to go through that experience again. So personally, if it is a 7th builder for a new village, just take it, bro. I don't even want that thing. You could keep it to yourself. You guys can grind for it if you want, but 7 builders for me at that point is not worth it. So I really hope that that's not the move that they're trying to make. The game-changing update hopefully is something different than that. And the last thing we actually have to consider is if they were to add another master builder, think about it, we'd have to run into the 100 building problem. Now, for those of you that don't know, Supercell currently has 100 buildings at a max Town Hall 14 level, and if you have 100 buildings, then the percentages that you're dealing with is like 1% per building, right? But the problem is they don't really have a way to deal with having more than 100 buildings and calculating like decimal percentages or something like that. There have been things like people have been saying about, hey, this is a way that you could fix this problem. As far as Darian has said, some of the things that I've said, I'm pretty sure it's not that simple. So they're having trouble with that 100 building problem, and they haven't told us that they're going to be addressing it or anything in any recent update information. So I'm not sure that they have a way to deal with the 100 building problem right now, and adding another master builder would make it 101 buildings. So you guys can see where the problem is here, right? Until they address with that issue, they can't really add new buildings, and personally I wouldn't want the 101st building to be another builder for reasons I've stated throughout the entire video. But that's one thing that you really have to consider when we're talking about having a new builder. So I'm not trying to shoot you guys down and say that, oh, we're not going to get this. Like, maybe we will get this, who knows? You know, Supercell does come out with some random stuff from time to time, but I'm just saying that there's a lot of things you have to consider before thinking that there's going to be another builder in the game. And you know, hopefully the next update is really dope. I know we're all waiting for it. And even though I don't really want to see another builder, one thing that I would love to see is brand new sceneries and new skins, just like the ones that we had recently, because they were super dope. And if you guys want to see a breakdown of the Tiger Mountain scenery and its secrets, you can check out this video right here. Or if you want to see a breakdown of the brand new King skin, you can see this video right here. Either way, both of these videos will give you really nice details of both of those features. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.